the Chicago Dyke March, which is super fucking cute. It's Pride weekend. I don't know. Dyke March is the best. It's everything that like the anniversary of the Stonewall riots is supposed to be, because it's like hella intersectional and super like anti-capitalist, and like it's not about like spectacle or like over sexualizing the community or just about like getting like wasted. It's just about like coming together as a community and like being super rad. And there are children everywhere, which is so cute. All just future dope, rad, radical activists everywhere. So yeah, that's where we are. Been dancing a lot with Emma Draves. We finished up our residency at High Concept Labs today. So just been really, really busy trying to spend much time in rehearsal with her there as possible while we still have the free space. And then just got a new job. Telemarketing, which is super cute, super glamorous. Victory Gardens Theater. Yeah. Jasmine got me the job. And then, yeah, I've been babysitting and mostly just dancing a lot. With Emma and then Christina Isabel.
And how did you all meet?
Queerl and OK.
Yeah, we both performed at Queerl and OK this past winter. And then just do some one-thon repeatedly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is my hope for the next 5 years? I don't know. I really.
You'd be like Caitlin and have $5,000 in savings.
I would love to have a savings account.
That would be amazing.
I would love to have a savings account.
A savings account would be.
That would be pretty ideal. I would love to have my own health insurance.
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna
pretty
have
ideal.
to,
Yeah, yeah. But I would love to actually like have it.
Yeah.
Like not just like need it, but like actually have my own health insurance. I don't know. I'd really love to. I feel like I've been focusing on performing a lot for the past year. Has been like my primary focus, but like I've really been missing making. So I'd love to be able to gradually make the transition where I'm making more of my own work and like finding spaces and opportunities in which I can do that in a sustainable way. That would be pretty ideal.
I cut all the way over. What's your fine ass snack? Miller, are you from Chicago?
I'm not. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah, you did say that. And why did you come to Chicago?
Work.
Okay.
Work. I got a job promotion.
They knew I was gonna be here.
Yeah.
They foreshadowed.
Yeah.
They're like, my wife is in Chicago.
I mean, Chicago's a beautiful city. Like, you know, like I used to come here on some extremely touristy stuff, and it's like, oh my God, the skyline, the water, it's amazing. And then I got a chance to move here, and well, the thing is, I fell in love with the Sears Tower. That's the thing. I went there for the 4th of July, and to watch these fireworks pop up in all these facets in different areas of the city was just amazing. And I was like, this place is someplace that I got to live one day. And an opportunity opened up, and then I was able to come here, and I was with another partner at the time, and so, you know, we moved here, and then unfortunately, that relationship didn't work out, and
Fortunately, I would say.
Well, it was an unfortunate experience. And then I swore off relationships, and then this person. I was like, shows up and just kind of reconnected me to love and life and being able to pursue things that matter. And you know, I don't know. I'm forever grateful for Chicago and this beautiful woman.
We were at a doctor's appointment last week. We were mad at each other.
I mean, not speaking for the whole.
Like, not speaking. Like, this is probably the end of the 24-hour not speaking thing.
The joke is, I mean, we're both Capricorn, so nobody loses an argument.
Ever.
And there's
you just have to give up. You just have to let it go.
Exhausted. Okay.
It's like, fine, girl,
you got it.
Okay. And so we weren't talking, and we're at the doctor's office, and we're like
making appointments,
blah blah blah. And we're standing there, and I must have been looking at him for a long time.
I mean, like yes.
And they were like, why are you looking at me? I was like, 'cause you a snack. Like in the middle of the doctor's office, and like, so I guess that like broke our not speaking.
Yeah, I was embarrassed.
But they gave me a big hug, and I was like, ooh, I like you. I like you a lot. Yeah. It's good to be with somebody that you can go through hard stuff with, and I've been having some challenges around like getting my health in order, and so I've just been like really trying to tackle that. So it's just like really dope to be able to be with somebody who can do the hard stuff with you even when they're pissed off with you, you know, and like they don't just like leave you to do it on your own, especially when they know you're scared, you know. And so that was like, I guess that's one of those marriage lessons you just have to kind of creep up on. Like, you can't really get prepared for it. It's just like, there's gonna be that day, but you're just gonna know that like that's your person, you know, because they're not just gonna like leave you out there, you know, even if they are mad. It's like that meme of the grandma and the grandpa, and it's raining outside and they're pissed off, but he's holding the umbrella over her, you know, because so she won't get rained on. And I'm like, that was the epitome of that day, you know. Like Miller and I were talking about it. This is like our, you know, create a life you don't want to take a vacation from, you know. And it took a lot to get here, but this is the vision that I had last year. I'm like, where would I want to live? I'm like, oh, I would love to live on the lakefront. You know what I mean? This feels like Brazil to me. You know what I mean? Just like being right on the water, being able to look at the water when I wake up, like just being able to walk to the beach, like that it just does something good for my spirit, you know? It feels so good. Oh. It's just so interesting how, like, you know, your life can just be, you can get so caught up in working and so caught up in like all the stuff that you forget like what's really important. You know, my health is important to me, you know, my wellness, my rest, you know, I'm not trying to be nobody's martyr or you know, starve in order to produce things. Like I don't want to live that life anymore, you know. And so it's challenging to change paradigms and change thought processes, but it's necessary, you know, because what else am I gonna do, you know? I want to live. I want to have a long life. I want to have a long life with my baby. And we have a family and build businesses, and you know, I want that, you know. I'm just like, I'm in full celebration mode. and really just everything going forward. That's why, you know, when you ask me the question, like, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I'm just like happy. Like, whatever that's going to look like and whatever that'll mean, happy. That's it. That's all I got. I don't care about anything else. I will put anything down that will disrupt that. Okay.
That's cool.
I am married to Parker Aurora Haynes. We met through burlesque, so that is another thing that burlesque has given me is the love of my life. And we were friends who crushed on each other pretty hard for a while. I think performance was one of the first things that really, I mean, it literally brought us together. Through our relationship, they've been able to be more of their authentic selves, and that looks, and I have been too, been able to be more of my authentic self, but for them it looks like something much more physically dramatic because they've made a physical change, they've made a name change, they've made a pronoun change, or really like a pronoun discovery. I mean, it's not really a change. They've always been that human being, you know, more of an uncovering. The hope for my future is that I can continue dancing and whatever that looks like and continue expressing myself with this body because I don't know what else to do with myself because there is no other option because I am a dancer.
Is there anything else that you would like to say or finish with, or
Oh, may we all be naked and free.
could you describe your life in 2 sentences, like the essence of your life,
Oh my goodness.
in 1 or 2 sentences?
Self-reflection drives my tomorrow. While I'm always living to tell the story of today. Hey, that was cool. Yeah, that's it. There it is. Pow. I guess next would be finding work again. And yeah, I'll be curating more towards the end of the summer, and yeah, a lot of plans are in place now. Just have to get the ball rolling.
Are you planning to stay in Chicago?
Yeah, I figured I'd make this my home base. I decided after graduation that I wasn't leaving. I just had to work, and after graduation I was really down and out and really like confused and scared about what I was doing next because I was just working at this job that I really didn't give a fuck about, and I didn't have anything lined up with my degree, so I had no clue. But then a few months later, back in December, I had got a job, so then that kind of encouraged me a little bit, and I got a little, you know, more confident, and now I'm working with Darling, and then I have my curating starting and, you know, moving out. So, yeah. So now I feel like Chicago is the place to be, and I think I'll do some traveling and things like that, but here is home. I feel home here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm probably gonna start off by like really focusing on keeping my technique and like my athleticism and working on my artistry and stuff. Like going to class and taking workshops and really working on that to keep it, fresh. Because it's a big change going from college and having that every single day mandatory of you, and then having to pay for it and find the time and work and all these things. And I want to focus right now also on my own work and starting my own work and kind of getting a name for myself. But I eventually would want to have a company. There's some companies in Seattle that there's this company called Zoe Juniper that I would love to work with. That's like my big dream my big dance dream right now is to dance for them. And there's a couple of companies and choreographers like that for me, but I try not to get myself too specific. I kind of want to be like, I'm going to be the best dancer that I can be and the best choreographer that I can be, work really hard, and be kind and thankful, and see where I end up. I really want to have kids, which is a hard thing, I think, especially as a young dancer, because dance takes such a long time to get traction in, I think, as a profession. But I really, really want to have kids at some point. That doesn't have to happen when I'm 29, but that's something that I also, it's hard. I think it's always hard to say, like, this is the thing I care about most, because my dance career is something that I really care about, but I don't know if I could ever, like, give up trying to have a family. To me, it's not like I have to do one or the other, but that's something definitely that I think about a lot. Or even, like, as a dancer, am I ever going to be able to afford to raise kids? Because it's not like you make a ton of money. I write a lot of poetry, and that's the thing I do most right now. I sometimes write short stories, and for a while I ran an online magazine, writing articles and stuff, so that's something that I've thought about revisiting, but it's a lot of work. Oh my god. It's a lot to do by yourself if you don't have, like, a team of people to contribute. But yeah, that's something that I really enjoy doing. I wish you could go for everything. I'd be like, I'd like to get my master's in dance/creative writing. But no one has the money for that.
The clarity that's given to your inner being makes it so that you match up with the cooperative components of the things that you're wanting. And when you keep up with your inner being, you receive the things that you want. The less you keep up with your inner being, the more you receive the things that you don't want. So over the years, I've been taught to keep up with my inner being so I don't offer that resistance into my thought. And so I've been I've always had a sunny disposition. I've always been a very live and let go, forward aiming type of person, and that's very much how your inner being gets. That's what I was taught. I was taught to not really hold on to things.